Hello, YouTube. Just pulled up a pretty good deal on some old expired indoor special effects products. It was a lot purchase. I don't know much about it, so I wanted to go through before I sorted through it all. Kind of show you guys what I got. Some pretty interesting stuff. These are made in USA. Most of it is. Some of it's from England. But Ultratech special effects. Some of this is Disney product. Disney material. These are mines and single shots mostly. I'll have a lot of research to do on most of this stuff before I use any of it. It's interesting. They got to reduce on debris. They just have the plastic in there, and that burns up. It's just a bag of plastic stars. There's supposed to be these we can see these cardboard tips on there. That's what they come with. But this was prepped for a show, but didn't go in it, I'm assuming, based on the label. Pyro pack, concussion flash powder. What the hell? We gotta open this up. Okay, so the concussion flash powder B is the fuel, and then the A is the oxidizer. I haven't gone through it all. There might be more fuel than oxidizer, because B is the fuel. I got a lot of learning to do, and like everyone should research new product before they commit to using them in a show, and I'm going to do just the same. I'm going to research everything that I got, and I'm going to test it in a safe environment before I use any of it in any show with an audience besides WPAG, the club shoot. I can safely test this stuff there. That'll give me like I'll learn what everything is in a safe environment. What is this? Pyro pack A, concussion. Okay, that's more oxidizer. Mine, 50-foot blue. 50-foot silver gerb mine. There's a whole variety. There's multiple boxes. This is a lot of gerbs in here. This is real interesting. This was made in 19 something another. I can't tell, but it's an 8-ounce silver gerb. Made, I can't pronounce that. Fireworks Limited. Made in England. This is interesting. I don't know if I want to light it or keep it, because you just don't come across this stuff anymore. We'll set that to the side. Well, we'll move on to the next box. Okay, so over on another box, we got some gerbs. I'm assuming, yeah, gerbs. Some more Ultratech mines. I'll have to sort through those by effect. Comet, 150 feet, 30 millimeter. Next FX, intended for indoor use. So, something that you should know that I recently learned is that indoor fireworks have expiration dates. And you don't want to use them indoor after they expire because the chemicals in them decompose faster than regular consumer or professional 1-3 fireworks. So these are all going to be tested in a safe environment outdoors, and I'm not going to use them indoors at all. I don't have any shows like that. I'm not that professional, but these will all be used outdoors and tested before any use in a show. Bunch of gerbs. They all come with E-match in them, which is nice. Well, not in them, but like attached. You gotta insert it, but 200-foot mine. That's pretty cool. Comet. See, some of this stuff is the same size, but does different stuff, so you really got to read the labels on all this. Staged gerb. Who's this made by? Pyropack. We'll pull one more bag out of this box and move on to the next one. This end up. What are these? These are like theatrical use gerbs. There were some concussion mortars in here I saw. I'll probably do a separate video on that, but oh, another one of these. These are cool, the flame projectors. Make sure to take the cap off. Alright, we'll move on to this box. Mines. Ultratech mines. Different effects. Color flash green. More green. We'll open up the bag. These are all flame projectors of different colors. So we got red, blue, red, yellow, what does that say? Green. Yeah, so this is all flame projectors with the rusting out bottom. That's something I learned. I should separate that one from the rest and get rid of it sooner rather than later. And then these are all mines, Ultratech mines, purple and orange. And then mortar hits for theatrical purposes. Registered fireworks. I might do a separate video on these. Okay, so we got some preloaded fireballs. And then some more interesting items I set aside were these smoke that you just plug in to, I'm assuming, some proprietary equipment. But I will probably just take some wire, wrap it around there, tape it to use it. Made in England, so I thought that was interesting. Flame projector, which is made in England. The other, no, this one, theatrical flash pyro pot large, manufactured in 2003. So they come in this styrofoam packaging, and I've never seen these before. I've seen them on YouTube, but I've never used them myself before. So I have one to test and then 4 to use. But these are pretty cool. There's not an explosion, it's just a bright flash. So I'm excited for these. Okay, probably the last item I'm going to show in this video, just to keep it relatively short. Long duration smoke, intended for indoor use. Now that is interesting, how they can use smoke indoors. It's probably not very thick smoke, but like, I'm curious to see how long it lasts. So we're gonna have to try one of these out relatively soon. I only have 2. But you're supposed to remove these plastic caps. And then you have the match going into the comp right there. And there's only 100 grams of comp. Why sterling? There's 100 grams of comp in here, but this, it weighs about a pound, so a lot of filler. Something I'm more interested in this than the concussion mortars, so we'll see. Alright, YouTube, this is the lot that I got. If you're asking where I got it, I'm not gonna answer. But if you have any requests to do specific videos on specific items you saw, let me know. If you want to see any particular item get its own video, just give me a comment in YouTube. Otherwise, I'll put my email in the description. But just don't ask me where I got it. I'm not gonna tell you. So it's all legal. It's all theatrical purposes or 1-4. So no issues there. The person I got it from wouldn't risk everything they got just for the cheap price I got it for. So yeah, I'm horrible at wrapping up videos, so we'll see what we got in the next video.